guys, it's Susan. It's been a really interesting week. It's been a tough couple of weeks in some of the work I do. Some of the cases are in really bad points, but yet a few of them came to some really good changes this week, like things turned around. And so that's always so great because even for me, it's so hard for me. I have learned, that there is a way through this stuff, and but you got to have patience because it's slow. People need to have hope, and it's hard to have hope when you feel so hopeless or you feel like you don't have any power. Everybody's telling you what to do. Everybody's telling you what to think, feel, and believe. You know, that is it's so hard. I've been through it, so I do know. I don't think professionals realize exactly how hard it is or how confusing it all is for you. Sometimes you just don't have everything you need, all the skills you need to do the things they're asking you to do. And so that's kind of why I have high conflict you, because I know sometimes they're telling you co-parent, 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 and you really don't know what that means. You don't have that skill. You don't have the communication or the conflict resolution skills or the stress management skills to deal with that. And then on top of that, they all want you to pay a lot of money, and where's that going to come from? So anyway, but I had these tough cases, and this week they all seem to turn toward the better, going in a better direction. My clients doing good, and things working out, and people being able to smile again. So that's so great. But I I had a client today who, you know, just kept saying to me, "Why can't we co-parent? Why can't like I just go talk to him and say, come on, let's figure this out. Let's co-parent." And the professionals are, in their case, are actually recommending parallel parenting, which is something I'd like to do a video on soon too. And she didn't know what that meant. She doesn't understand it. I am actually a fan of parallel parenting for high conflict, and I'll make a video on that sometime. So if they say, hey, you guys are gonna parallel parent, don't worry about that. And if you need someone to help you figure out what that means, contact us at High Conflict U. Will help you. You can go to our website anytime, highconflictu.com, www.highconflictu.com. We're in the know about things like that, and we can help you. That's just a parenting style. It's high conflict people are doing what is called conflicted parenting, and that's bad, bad, bad for your children. So don't do it. But anyway, my client kept saying, "Why can't we just co-parent? I don't understand. Is there a way that someone can tell us how to do this, and then we'll do it?" And it's just, in her case, they're not there. That they're not anywhere close to doing co-parenting, and they aren't ready to do it because they're both kind of pointing out the bad things about each other, trying to make each other look bad, trying to win, and they're just not there. And even if she wants to co-parent, co-parenting takes two people. So, co-parenting is a weird term too, because some professionals think it means you're just parenting together, and others consider the term to be a shortened version of cooperative parenting. And I think if you are doing anything together, you're cooperating. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. You're certainly not doing it together if you're not doing it cooperatively, right? I don't know. It's confusing. Sometimes the lingo in family court is confusing. So anyway, this client just kept saying it and saying it, and I'm like, don't worry about it. You're not there. It, you guys won't be able to do that given what's going on, given your history. Right now, that's not in your future. And or it may be in the future, it's not in your present, I should say. Um, but she left, and I kept thinking about, why is that so important to her? Why can't she just be okay with this? Because she doesn't like how conflicted they are, and this is a better place to be. But he learning a little bit about it, and she's apprehensive. That's always understandable. Sometimes a new idea is frightening to you because you don't know. It's new. I don't know. I don't want to. Um, and then I realized that it's causing her so much pain that they're not co-parenting. Um, and it's because everybody says that's the best thing, right? That's the best for your children. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to be the people who are different and can't do that, right? You don't want to be the people who have failed at that best thing, that lofty goal everyone set for you. So that's hard. And it made sense to me that all of us want to be good parents. We want to do the best for our children. And this situation is so difficult. um, you almost have to be the the best person in the world to make this work. And even in married couples, just so you know, married couples, intact families, it really isn't a lot of co-parenting going on. Sometimes it is, but it depends on the two people. It depends on if they can set goals together and meet those goals. It depends on their skills in communication, cooperation, conflict resolution, problem solving, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it made sense to me afterwards when I could reflect on our session why that's just something she wants so badly and needs him to do with her, is because you feel like you're letting your kids down. But if you can move somehow away from all this conflict that your kids get caught in the middle of, you shouldn't feel bad about that, because you're doing the best that you can in your situation. Sometimes we can't have perfect, but we can have our best. That's what we bring to our kids every day. And so you should never feel like a failure if you're unable to co-parent and you're doing parallel parenting, um, because sometimes that is the best that you can do. And it's loving your kids enough to be away from the conflict and into something else. And you, just because you're in this different state doesn't mean that things might not change and get you here. But like, trying to explain to her, why can't we just co-parent? Because you guys aren't able to do it for whatever reason. You both don't have the skills right now. You can't communicate. You can't put the bad feelings away. And sometimes maybe you have, but the other person doesn't. And so you can't make them do that. You can't get them there. Only they can get them there. They can get encouragement from professionals. But at the end of the day, it's on them. At the end of the day, it's on you. You do what you can do, and you can improve your skills. And guess what? Even if the other parent doesn't, those new skills you have benefit your children. Those new skills benefit you in the workplace, in the world, coming into contact with all kinds of different difficult people. So think about that. Um, don't worry if it's not perfect. Feel good about where it is now, because most likely, and like for her, they've been at this for some years now, um, things are in a better place than they were before. But I think what's hard for her is if her ex doesn't change, she feels like there is no end in sight. And there, people look for an end. There isn't always an end, because you have these two children together and you're both the parents. So don't worry about being perfect. Just worrying about um, improving things. Even if it's slowly, a little improvement is better than none. And if you need help with communication, problem solving, conflict resolution, stress management, getting focused on your child, there are people like me and other coaches I know here, High Conflict U. We're here to help you. So check it out, High Conflict U. You'll find us www.highconflictu.com. And regardless of if you ever work with us or not, you hang in there, because this does not last forever. You are parents forever, but this court stuff does eventually come to an end. And then there's some kind of peace, because you'll have it covered. But you're going to be a lot wiser. So it's all good. Hang in there. Thanks for watching.